Hey guys, my name is Lindsay Williams and welcome to Endeavor Wellness Yoga. First, some introductions. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Cordell Williams. He is my husband's puppy. My husband really wanted a dog and I was not convinced. However, Cordell has grown to me. He is really sweet and loving. He's eager to please, and he is an Old English sheepdog and poodle mix. He's a sheepadoodle. He's really cute. He's 4 months old and I think he'll be making occasional appearances through our videos, so look forward to that. Our second introduction is our baby. We are 19 weeks pregnant, so there will definitely be some changes throughout these videos. The baby's also responsible for the reason why I wasn't making material. I was just so exhausted mentally and physically, and with COVID-19 going on, I just didn't feel up to keeping up with a weekly posting schedule. But I feel better. It's the second trimester. I have more energy and I'm here to put some more content out for you guys. So please stay tuned and get excited. I am creating this video with a special request from Miss Bertha Thomas at Truman State University. And this video is being dedicated to all of the Black and brown students there right now. She wanted me to create this video as a resource, a mental and emotional, physical health resource that you guys can refer to. She wanted me to talk a little bit about my experience at Truman and then create a yoga flow that you might enjoy. I know your college experience is not typical. In fact, it is completely different from anyone else's college experience that has come before you. As a physician, I know the mental and the emotional impact COVID-19 is having on you and everyone else. It's really taxing our medical system, our hospitals. It's been really tough for the nation as a whole. I empathize with you and I want you to give yourself permission to do exactly what you need to do to maintain your mental and emotional health during this really challenging time. I want you guys to stay mentally fit, emotionally fit, and I want you to stay physically safe. So please, wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance, don't gather in large groups. Doing all these things are going to protect yourself, your family, and even the faculty and staff at Truman State University, because they're there for you. With all that said, that was a lot of talking. Let's get into some yoga. We're going to be doing a beginner yoga practice. It's going to be challenging, it's going to be fun, but still accessible to everyone. I hope you enjoy it. Whenever you get a chance, get ready and meet me at the top of your mats. Seated position. I would like to start in Vajrasana. Vajrasana is when you rest in your bottom on your heels. If that's not comfortable, if you're a little tight in your quads, take some blocks. You can put it underneath your bottom. You can just put one block under your bottom, or you can stack two. Whatever you need to do to be comfortable. You can be as high as you need to be. And once you find a comfortable seated position, go ahead and close your eyes and rest your hands on the fronts of your thighs. We'll begin by grounding and centering ourselves. I want you to notice your feet and shins resting on the mat. Take note of your thighs and calves pressing against one another. Feel the weight of your arms pulling down on your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. I want you to imagine your spine is one column extending from the mat all the way out through the crown of your head. Turn your attention to your breath, taking 3 deep breaths, counting to 5 on every inhale and every exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return your attention back to your breath. Taking your arms and inhaling them up overhead. Exhale, hands together, palms to your heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Let's begin just by rolling our shoulders back a few times. Wear up our shoulders, roll them forward. Rolling our neck side to side from our left to our right shoulder. And then rolling it back from our left and our right shoulder. Even getting some movement in our spine as we do so. It's our torso. All right, begin to move your torso clockwise 3 times, warming that up. And counterclockwise. Returning to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and get on all fours. So move your blocks to the side. Coming to all fours. And we're just going to start in some cat and cow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling here. And cow. Exhale. Cat. Moving at your own pace. Breathing deeply. Go ahead and just shift your weight side to side from your right hand and right knee to your left hand and left knee. Placing a side bend in your torso. Feeling the stretch along your obliques. Now really warming up our spine, moving clockwise and then counterclockwise, making big circles here. And coming to a neutral spine. All right, let's begin to warm things up just a little bit by engaging our core. All right, you know, if this is too much for you, we always can do, we're gonna start in plank position. If this is too much, you can always come down to your forearms, that's fine. Or to make plank a little bit easier, you can elevate it up on a block, whatever you wanna do, whatever you need to do. So we're just gonna come into plank first, warm up our core. So plank, put your hands underneath your shoulders, bring those knees off the ground. And I want you to find plank. So let's play around with it. We're going to push up and we are going to concave our shoulders and our belly. And then let's just sink down into as much as we can. And then push up, concave, and then sink down into it. So what we're going to do is to find something in the middle. So find something in the middle between those two extremes. Engage that core. Straighten out those legs, straighten those knees. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, lowering those knees down. Moving through cat and cow here. I'm shifting my weight in between my knees and my hands. Just for a little bit more motion here. Going back to neutral spine. We're gonna do a little bit more plank, all right? Warm things up, keep warming things up. You can always, like I said, make it easier. Elevate your plank, that makes it easier. You can always do plank from your knees, right here, makes it easier. But we are going to do some extra movement, okay? So coming back into that plank, find that sweet spot in the middle. We're gonna bring that knee in, right knee in, extend it out and up and down. Left knee in, out, up, and down. Let's do it again. Right knee, out, up, and down. Left knee in, out, up, and down. Lower those knees down if you haven't already. Turn to your cat and cow. One thing that I'm learning since becoming pregnant is I really have to listen to my body. So, I don't do as many reps as I used to do on things. Sometimes I just have to take a little bit slower, and that's okay. You just gotta be gentle with yourself. You only have one body, so enjoy it. Don't punish yourself, and do what feels right. Okay, let's go back to that plank, continue to warm and heat things up. This is really gonna heat things up. We're actually gonna do a plank into a chaturanga, which is basically like a push-up. I'm gonna push back up into plank. Come to our side and stretch our arm over, okay? So we're gonna do it together. If that is too challenging, if it just doesn't feel comfortable, you can do the whole thing from right here and just leave out the chaturanga, the little push-up, all right? So hands here, underneath your shoulders. Remember, you can always elevate yourself with the blocks, makes it a little bit easier. Or do everything from your knees. Whatever you need to do, okay? So full plank. Find that middle sweet spot. Engage that core. So lower down chaturanga. So I'm going to shift my weight over just a little bit over my hands. Lower down chaturanga. Push up plank. Come to the side. Side plank. Arm up. And over, coming down, back to plank. Let's do it again. Lower down chaturanga. Push back up. Coming to the side. Side plank. Up. And over for a good stretch. Let's do that 2 more times. So plank, chaturanga. Push up. Come to the side. Up. And over. It's a little bit of a breather. Plank. Chaturanga, pushing up to the side, up, and over. Strong work, ladies and gentlemen. Lower those knees down. Cat and cow. I am starting to sweat. Hope you guys are feeling warm. All right. Go ahead and move into our first down dog of the practice. So tuck our toes, and we're gonna lift our knees off the ground, shift our weight back towards our feet, and we're gonna extend out our legs. First down dog of the practice. You can move here, put a little bit of motion in your down dog, marching it out. Do whatever you need to do. If down dog's a little uncomfortable, you can always take some blocks, elevate it. If that's not comfortable, you can always, if you're really tight in your hamstrings, it's okay to keep your heels off the ground, keep your legs bent. Whatever you need to do, this is your practice. And we're gonna look up. We're gonna walk back to our feet. Slight bend in our knees. Hands on our hips. And we're coming all the way up. Samastitihi. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna come to one end of our mat. As you can see, Cordell left us. He just was kind of distracted. So next time. He's only 4 months old. 4 months old, so give him a break, all right? Okay, we're gonna continue to move things, move our body, warm everything up. We're gonna start with a modified Utthita Padangusthasana. So Utthita Padangusthasana is this pose. Grab your big toe, like so, but we're doing a modification of that, all right? And we're gonna do it moving. So basically we're gonna take our hands, inhaling up with our knee, and down, inhaling up, and down. Again, inhaling up, inhaling up. I lost my balance. And down, inhaling up, and down. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and do that again. This time let's hold it. So we're inhaling up, hold. You can even open here if you want. It's a little bit of a challenge. Twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhaling up. Twist the other direction. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Take that right leg, take a step back. Continue to make some big movements here, just warming up our bodies. Stretching up tall. Exhale, bring it down. Inhaling back up. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling, bring it down. Inhaling. And exhaling. One last time, inhaling. And exhaling, bring it down. Wonderful. We are just going to start by shifting our weight, moving side to side, warming up our hips, gradually moving into Skandasana. Sometimes I like to think of it as like ninja pose. And if this is uncomfortable, you can always hold onto your blocks to elevate yourself. Just shifting here, warming up your hips. Sometimes I like to move my knees out as I do this to really feel the stretch in my hips. Now let's just come to one side, and we're gonna hold here, 5, and try to keep your heel on the ground, 4, 3, have your balance, hands here, 2, and 1, hands down on the ground. We are gonna turn towards that left foot. And bring it down. Let's go ahead and move into Skandasana again, shifting side to side. Warming up those hips. Coming to the side. Holding Skandasana here. Once again, if you can, try to get that heel on the ground. If you're not on the ground, that is okay. Whatever you are is perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn into a low lunge. You can lower that knee down to the ground if you like. Stretching the arm up and over. Holding. 5, 4, 3. You can lift that knee off for a deeper stretch. 2, and 1. Lowering it down, coming back into that Skandasana, coming to the middle. We're going to do a modified Prasida Padottanasana, or a wide-legged forward fold. We're going to turn into a big dog. So Prasarabhatanasana is why I forward fold your hands here, and this is actually the D version of the pose. But we are just going to walk our hands out, and we're going to do big dog, which is just a variation of this. Really think about shooting your tailbone towards the sky here. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Strong work. Slight bend in your knees and straighten them. Just feeling the movement here. Warming things up. All right, hands on your hips, coming all the way up. Wonderful. Now we're going to jump into Samasthiti. Ho, ho. It took a couple jumps. That's okay though. Samasthiti. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and move into Warrior 2. All right. So we're going to take a big step out with our legs, arms out to the side. We're going to turn this right foot facing the front of our mat, and we're going to bend that knee. That knee is right over that front ankle, and our back foot is slightly turned in, but not too much. It's okay if it's perpendicular to the mat. Mine is slightly turned in. Arms are straight out, and we'll hold Warrior 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip that front hand, reverse, and then bring it back through, and reverse. And come back through. And one more time, reverse. And move it to the side angle. And in the side angle, go ahead. To steady yourself, you can put your hand on the ground if you want. Lift up that back heel off the mat. And this is going to challenge your balance here. If you need your blocks, put them on either side of your foot. Whatever you need to do. And we're going to come off a little bit off our thigh. If your belly rests in your thigh, that's okay. Just try to keep your torso up off of it. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands down on the ground, your blocks. Straighten up that front leg. I know it's shaking because you've been working it. Straightening and bending it here. Let's go to a balance pose, okay? So we're going to do Warrior 3, or a modified version of it. So you're going to come into this, basically a really wide pyramid pose. Drag that foot towards your front foot. Walk your hands out about 6 inches. And your torso is facing towards the ground. You're going to lift that back leg up. This is modified Warrior 3. Hold it here. If you want, go ahead and lift your hands off the ground. Wherever you want, it's perfectly fine. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee. Lower that foot down and back. Wonderful. Coming through Warrior 2 and coming back to the other side, all right? So Warrior 2, holding here. 5. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. 4, 3. 1 long line of energy from your fingertips to the other side. 2. And 1, flip that front hand. Reverse. And the side angle. Reverse. Side angle. And reverse. And side angle. Hold it here. Turning down towards the ground. Torso down to the ground. Lift that back heel off the mat to a low lunge here. And this is a challenge, all right, guys? So try to lift your torso off your thigh. We're gonna inhale the arm up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Hands on the ground. We want to let that front leg relax just a little bit. Let it move. I know it's kind of shaking. It might be cramping up. Drag that back foot towards your front foot. Your hands are about 6 inches in front of your foot. Lift that back foot. Modified warrior 3. Hold it here or hands overhead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering it down. Foot on the ground. Coming back to that warrior 2. And hands to your hips. Samasthiti. All right, guys. Strong work. Excellent work. Thanks for hanging in there. Let's just do one more balance pose, and then we're gonna wind things down, okay? So, I'm sure you guys have heard of tree pose. If not, I'm gonna walk through it, all right? So, tree pose. You're gonna take one foot, take my right foot, and tree pose can be way down here by your ankle. It can be by your knee. It could be up here by your thigh. Make sure it's not against your knee. And we're just gonna hold here, all right? So holding tree pose for 5 breaths. As you tell, I am out of breath. It's been a good workout for me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can do an active tree pose. So lift that foot away from your leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's do the other side, okay? So left leg against that standing leg, and we're gonna hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Active tree. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Strong work, guys, strong work. All right, let's cool down, warm, slow things down a little bit. You guys deserve it. We're gonna inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, we're gonna lower down like we are in an elevator, slowly coming down. Get as low as you can go. Before you lift your heels off the ground. To a little squat, strong work. You can place your hands behind you. Lower your bottoms down to the ground. And we're gonna keep lowering down to the ground. Lower, lower, lower. Engaging our bellies. Oh. For 1 long stretch here. All right, go ahead and take that right knee, bring it into your chest. Hug that knee to your chest. And we're gonna cross it across our bodies for a spinal twist here. Try to get your right knee on the ground and your right shoulder on the ground on the opposite side of your spine. 3, 2, and 1, and twist. Take that right foot and that right hand and half happy baby. Hold it here, or open it out, whatever you want to do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Strong work. Bring it in, bring it down to the ground. Left side. Left knee into your belly. Cross that knee across your chest and hold here. I don't know if you heard my spine crack or pop. Felt good though. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, half happy baby. 5, 4, or you can stretch it out, whatever you want to do. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back into your chest. Lower your foot down to the ground. Shake out your legs. It's time for the final pose of practice. If you aren't familiar with Savasana, that's corpse pose. This is a pose where you just relax and enjoy the benefits of the practice you just completed. Your arms are about 45-degree angles from your body, and your feet are just splayed out and relaxed. And you stay here for 3 to 5 minutes. Eyes closed and just relaxing. Thank you so much for joining me today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so honored to share this practice with you all today. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And until next time, namaste. A little bit about my experience at Truman. I chose Truman because of its small size and intimate, close-knit environment. So I was a biology pre-med major. I majored in biology and I minored in Spanish and music. And I knew I wanted teachers who were really invested in my development. And so that's what I got at Truman. The professors there were really dedicated to building mentorships with their students. So a lot of times they would have myself and my classmates over to their homes after hours, and we eat food, we talk about school, and we talk about life outside of school. So something I found that was really valuable. Secondly, all the relationships I built at Truman have been very long lasting. So many of my friends were in my wedding. I'm still in contact with them over a decade later. Another random thing I did when I was at Truman, I was in my very first beauty pageant, my first and only. So I participated in the Miss Black and Gold pageant hosted by the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Iota Xi chapter at Truman State University. And I was honored to be selected as first runner-up Miss Gold, and I actually got to progress on to districts because Miss Black and Gold couldn't attend, and I won districts, and I won Miss Congeniality, and I went on to regionals. I forgot what that was. But I won Miss Congeniality there, and that was cool. So basically something to say, I'm a really nice person. You guys should hang out with me, or at least watch my yoga videos. And so I think that pretty much just are the highlights. It sums up my experience at Truman. It was amazing. I loved it. Folded against one another. Feel your hands resting on top. Oh, hello.